In this video, we're going to be unboxing and setting up the Spirit Halloween 2024 Michael Myers from the Halloween movie franchise. Let's go ahead and unbox the Boogeyman. Alrighty, hello everyone. This is Halloween Haunted here, and welcome back to another Halloween animatronic unboxing. And today we are going to be unboxing and setting up the Spirit Halloween 2024 Michael Myers animatronic from the Halloween 2 movie. Now, this is an animatronic that is currently only being sold online only on Spirit Halloween's website. However, at the Spirit Halloween flagship store for the grand opening day, they had some of the online only props in stock at their store, who I did purchase at the flagship store. We finally have Michael Myers here. I am super excited to finally have this guy, just because I've been a big fan of it since it officially released and we saw how it was in person, it actually being a servo animatronic. So I was really happy I was able to go ahead and purchase this at the flagship store. So let's go ahead now and finally open this thing up. Let's see what we got. So this is one of their slide out boxes. So we're gonna have to slide out everything we get. First we have is the instructions with the clothing. We have the head right here. It looks a lot better in person, definitely. And here we have the adapter, a shoulder bracket, a hand, both the arms, as well as I think some sort of hip loop bracket. We have to cut this box out. We have the two shoes that were in there. All of the poles, we got quite a bit of them. Some are bent leg and some have these knee pad braces on them. So we are cutting all of those zip ties in the back. We have right here is the control box with the mechanism, the body torso, and the base right here. So that's pretty much all the parts for the Michael Myers animatronic. Let's go ahead now and begin that setup. So our very first step is to take the base, of course, and place it down where you're going to set up the Michael Myers animatronic. And then we'll take this leg pull labeled part B and snap lock it onto the very back of the base. Then on the front we'll do part C. Now let's connect the shoes. Then on the very back we'll connect part D to the back of the base, and then the front labeling part E. Now take the jumpsuit and unbutton all the buttons and then put the suit over the legs. We'll connect the waist module piece now. I'll take the adapter and plug it into the adapter jack on the control box, and then run the wire down one of his legs. Take the torso and connect that to the waist bracket. Take this strange hip loop and put it over the body, and then connect it to the waist. Make sure you snap lock one of the sides of the hip loop. Connect the shoulder bracket now. We'll now take the head and connect it to the body. Then we'll take the screw, unscrew it a little bit so that the socket fits onto the neck, and then screw the screw in so that the head is tight on the neck. We'll take the wiring coming from the mech and head and connect them to the module. Also take the sensor wire and connect it to the module. Next we'll take the undershirt and put that over the body and the shoulder brackets, and then velcro it back up into the back. In the very back of the undershirt there's going to be two velcro strips, so you have to pull over the hip loop and connect them together. We'll take the undershirt and put that over the body. We'll take the arms and put them through each of the arm sleeves. We'll take the arm and put that under the shoulder pad and then connect it to the socket. We'll do the same for this arm. We'll snap lock each of the hands onto the arms and pull the velcro strip over the sleeve and onto the hand. This hand connects through a prong and just sits onto the arm. And then you also have to connect the velcro strip. We'll go ahead and button up the suit back together, and then curve up the collar on the prop. You can also go ahead and use a sandbag to weigh him down and make sure he's secure. I won't for this video, but that is an option. After you're done with that, you're pretty much good to go. And that is how you set up the Spirit Halloween 2024 Michael Myers animatronic. Let's go ahead now and roll that demo. So Michael Myers, how do I feel about this animatronic? Well, I will say this prop isn't exactly a perfect Michael Myers animatronic, and it's definitely not better than those original Jemmy 2010 and 2009 versions of the Michael Myers character. However, what I will say is since those props, this is definitely the best Michael prop to come out since. I think he's actually really well done for what he is. Now, there definitely is some complaints I have, but they're more complaints that they're kind of forced to do because of the fact that the Halloween licensing is a bit hard to do because of the soundtrack, of what they require on the mask, and what they want in the prop. So a lot of these complaints are more so towards the licensing, partially Spirit, but more of the licensing since they kind of restrict these rules. But anyways, what I really do like is his animation overall. I love the fact that this guy's actually servo. Now, we actually did not know that until people started getting this guy, and we saw that his head mechanism is actually a servo mech. You can kind of tell by the way it tilts its head around, the way it's built. It's definitely servo, and I am really happy with this animation, especially it being a slower type animation. I think Michael Myers fits better when he's slowly moving around and not going super fast like other servos. I like the side-to-side turning, and I like the arm stabbing. The arm stabbing is a bit robotic, I will say. It's a bit more clunky. However, I think this is definitely an improvement over the 2018 Michael Myers, which is essentially the same prop that has the stabbing motion and the side-to-side turning, but just done a lot better. And again, with that head servo motion, the hand sculpts look phenomenal. They are a hard plastic. The blood on the knife looks phenomenal. I really like how it's done. He's got the bleeding eyes on the mask because he's based off the Halloween 2 Michael Myers, and that mask has the bleeding eyes. His hair's honestly not that bad once you fluff it out. I think in the stock footage, they kind of made it look more combed back because the Halloween 2 mask has the hair normally combed back, but honestly, when you kind of fluff it up, it looks more like Michael Myers when you do your own adjustments to the hair. It still looks really good overall too. The stains are kind of more basic and a little bit bland and generic and kind of fake looking, but I think they do the job just fine. And he's got these big black shoes, which honestly are good for Michael Myers. And overall, I don't really have much wrong with this guy. For $280, I do think he's a great deal for the free animations, running the being servo, his look, his design, and I really don't really have much wrong with him. What I will say, what I do have wrong with him is number one, the eyes look a bit weird. I'm not a huge fan of that. They look better in person definitely, but they're a bit weird in some angles. They aren't the best. I would have preferred blacked out eyes, but obviously the Halloween license, they can't really do that anymore for props like this. And number two, the audio is just not great. I love the breathing sound effects, and I honestly don't think the Halloween-inspired theme music is all that bad, but it would have been really cool to hear the Halloween theme on this guy with the breathing, or if they couldn't do either of those, maybe just have the breathing instead. Unfortunately, it's kind of a part of the Halloween licensing problem, where this guy can't have the official Halloween theme or any replicate theme anymore like it, so we're kind of stuck with this prop with Halloween-inspired theme music. But aside from that, I do think Michael Myers here is well worth the $280 price tag. I think he's well built, really well made, and overall, I think it's a really good prop. Definitely one of my favorites this year for Halloween. It may be my favorite, but I'm honestly not sure just because we have so many great props this year. But I do think he is really well done, and I overall would recommend him. With that being said, I will pretty much wrap up this video on the Spirit Halloween 2024 Michael Myers animatronic from Halloween 2. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next Halloween video.